Hey, before I roll the cool new updated intro and crap, I just wanted to let you guys know that real quick at the time of making this video, I have finally grew a set of balls to step into the world of entrepreneurship and dropped my first ever piece of merch. However, it's not fully guaranteed. It works off of a campaign drop. It is a plushie version of Mr. Wang. He comes with a tiny little Wang coin, a totally ambiguous rod, in parentheses funny, and he has a speaker jammed up his tiny little tuxedo hole that has 3 minutes worth of audio and voiceovers. I need to sell at least 100 of them in order for them to go into production, and you can pledge a small amount of just $2 today to help make this happen. And your $2 will go towards the final checkout price of the plushie if it goes into production. If not, you'll get your money refunded. If you're upset and worried that you do not have the full amount for the plushie today, don't worry, it's just $2, and you won't have to pay anything more for the plushie until 4 or 5 months from now. I have never done merch before, and I'm really goddamn nervous about this. This is a very limited time thing, and if this ends up failing, I'm probably not going to do merch for a very long time out of sheer embarrassment. By the time you see this, you'll probably only have a few days because it ends on November 14th. I repeat, November 14th, 2025 is your last chance to try and make this plushie enter production. So if you love me, if you love my channel, if you love the content that I produce every single day, please consider picking one up or at least pledging $2 to try and make this happen to support me and the channel in order to help make sure that I can continue making content. So if you want a mini version of me to scream and berate you as if I'm actually there, I'll leave a link to the campaign drop and pledges down below in the description. Thank you all so much. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart and enjoy today's Slam City episode. Long ago, my middle school friends and I generated our childhood Minecraft world. With the press of just a few buttons, we had unknowingly set in motion the best possible timeline we could have ever imagined, making core memories that we will never forget. We spent the last years of our childhoods here, until one day, we all moved on. A once thriving world was now left abandoned, decaying in an eerie silence while we went about our lives. It sat dormant, waiting for us for when we needed it most. And a decade later, we have now come back to bask in that nostalgia, and most importantly, make new memories as adults. A new chapter is being written, and we are happy you are joining us. Welcome to Slam City.
Be careful what you wish for, my friend. Kingdoms often fall in the end. Heed the words of those who are wise, 'cause with some luck your kingdom may rise.
Hello, my employees, and welcome back to another episode of Slam City, the series where my friends and I return to our childhood Minecraft world, except now we're all adults with real-world responsibilities. I am your chairman and CEO, Nightwing7974, and it feels good to be back, doesn't it? I am currently sitting right outside the Slam City emergency room because I've got to be honest, I think I've seen better days. Before we get into the episode, real quick, I want to thank you guys for all the love and support you guys have shown my Halloween special that I uploaded just the other week. It took my friends and I months to make. I began writing the script for it back in April, and by no means was I expecting that entire thing to be over 3 hours long. And if you have not checked that out yet, which you really should, I put so much effort into it. I'll leave a card for you guys to click on up in the top right there for you. That'll take you right to it. Also, real quick, before I move on with the conversation once more, I want to show off another piece of fan art from one of my favorite employees, Prince, who drew this to commemorate the release of my Terrifier-themed Halloween special. This piece of fan art is, oh my god, when I first saw it, I was so happy. It looks so beautiful. I really do have the best community I could have ever asked for. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for loving that Halloween special. I really hope you all enjoyed it. I should probably, switch out of this. I am in so much goddamn pain. There we go. Yes, it may be November now, and I do not give a shit. I am going to continue to wear my Halloween costume because I love it, and there is nothing that you can do to stop me. The last thing I want to discuss before we kick things off is to let you guys know where my mind space is with Slam City right now, and it's kind of all over the place if I'm being honest. So I kind of had 2 episodes planned prior to the release of the Halloween special, but that Halloween special took way too much time, and I never got around to doing those 2 episodes. So they are still planned and ready to go down the pipeline. I have everything recorded for them. Today's episode's basically just going to be kind of like a welcome back episode in a way, if you want to look at it like that. So this episode's probably going to be a bit more on the smaller side and more along the lines of all of us just having a bit of fun. So if you go on to enjoy this episode of Slam City, of course, make sure to like the video to support the channel and tell me that you want more Slam City. Of course, I don't know who would ever want that. This series is somehow worse than the word brain rot. And subscribe to become an employee today if you haven't already. And after all of our shenanigans are done and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a bit more of an insight as to where we are in terms of building. What are we working on right now? What are we doing in the future? And giving you all a roadmap on what's to come. As you can see, we still have a lot of the Halloween decorations and stuff up currently, and I told everybody that we are going to keep this up until after Thanksgiving. You see, we got Fred here with his little witch hat or his warlock hat, and we got a white pumpkin under him. Oh my god, this thing looks so adorable. I believe Masked was the one that put this up here. Yeah, we didn't really decorate Slam City Central all too much because during the Halloween special, we weren't really down here all that much, and I felt like that we would have just been wasting a bit of time if we spent so much time decorating here. Peach, however, did decorate his house, so hey, he at least did that. The fruit will decorate his house, but he won't finish his goddamn theater. So yeah, as you can see, all the Halloween decorations are still very much up. And will remain up for as long as I can until we have to put Christmas stuff up. There are so many cool things that I want to show you guys that we worked on during the Halloween special, and all of that will be coming in a big behind the scenes episode that I am currently editing, showing you guys what my friends and I did and had to go through in order to pull off that Halloween special. From the builds themselves, which, believe me, there were a lot, to the very lengthy editing process that I had to go through, bloopers, funny moments, outtakes, all of which are going to be bundled up into one nice little video, and I'm hoping to get that out at some point. There were a lot of outtakes and even more funny moments that we had while recording, so it is a lot to sift through. And I cannot wait to peel back that curtain and to show you guys how much hard work we really put into this whole thing. Whew. Now that all that is out of the way, let's dive into today's Slam City episode, shall we? You know, there's something weirdly artistic about this.
Yeah, I did a really good job on that fuck sign, didn't I?
Yeah. I imagine it took a long time to make those banners.
No, I stole them.
and you know, like, I just gotta take a minute to really appreciate, you know, the centering on the, you know, the word. Like, I feel like out of every place in this basement, especially this room, I feel like you put it in like the perfect spot.
I'm just picturing the fuck sound effect, but really slowed when I'm looking at it.
Hold on, Editor Wang, what does that sound like? Okay, that was pretty funny. Oh,
Change my fit again.
Is this your November fit? What? What is that?
It's just a random ass butt-shaped hat.
I was gonna say, it looks like somebody like shot a bullet through your hat and like...
It looks like I have Minecraft cheeks on my head. No, to be honest, you know what it looks like? It looks like the SpongeBob episodes where SpongeBob separates his butt cheeks and wiggles them. Alright, pick a pat. Which way are we going?
I don't know, because every time I come down here, it's like a labyrinth. It's
It gets bigger.
It's like a maze.
It gets bigger every time.
Oh my god.
The most useful room in the world.
What room is this?
This will be my dining room. I don't know why, but... Either that or I'll put my desk down here.
You should just put your, like, just a desk, like, right here and nothing else in the entire room.
And, like, a filing cabinet all the way over here.
Yeah.
Mask, would you like to come down and,
Yeah, come join us in Ford's basement.
What the fuck?
He took out his meat and he spun it around in front of me.
Yeah.
He was gyrating his meat. Chris, doesn't this bother you at all? Does that singular log poking out to the other side just not bother you at all?
Is that better? There, wait, we'll do this.
Oh,
And there's a hole in my wall. There's a hole in my wall.
You fucking monster.
There's a hole in my wall.
What makes it worse is it makes no goddamn sense how that hole
Hey, Matt,
would
wait,
get up there.
Mass, before Tyler does, walk down this hallway. Before Tyler does.
Okay.
It's such a weird, like, they make that right and go look at the end. It's such a random fucking, it's such a random hallway.
Dude,
That.
it feels like this. Wait. What's...
It's such a random hallway.
Where does this lead?
A hole in the ground.
Find out.
It's like one of them hole in the ground kind of dive bars, you know what I mean?
What the what?
I'm starting a cargo line. Just don't look at the back of it, because it's not done.
Hold on. Oh my god.
We're holding our own, Tyler. We're holding our own.
What? What the fuck?
Well, we're lacking a port, so it just goes in my basement.
A very long ship.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It takes a hot minute to fly from one side to the other. It looks so weird not having any of the windows on the back of the boat, so it's just blank and white.
Wait.
It looks really good if you look at it from the front, like, teleport to me. It looks really good from this angle.
How long have you been working on this?
Yeah, just stand up here. There you go, this is like optimal viewing angles. It actually, wait, Mass, teleport to us? Because of my render distance in the fog from my POV, this is like optimal viewing distance because you can't actually see the back of the boat. The fog back there.
Oh my god. What?
Oh, the little point thing. Where'd the little point thing go? Oh, what the fuck? There was like a little like point thing that came off your fences, but I guess it broke.
So, is this what is this based off of a cargo ship in real life?
Nah, it's a Titanic.
Oh, thanks for clarifying. And you just have this in your fucking basement.
What does he not
Yeah,
have in his basement?
I'm thinking the next basement build will be a Walmart.
Huh?
You think I'm joking?
I need like the back rooms in my house to lead there. That's what
Yes.
I need to do.
You need to go into the storeroom, and it needs to just lead to the bathroom, or maybe the family restroom.
Hold on. Wait, is this the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yes, ma'am.
So that ship sunk in real life. So are we running with the canonical explanation that like
Before you guys started building on Slam City, it was a giant ocean, and where the Edmund Fitzgerald sits right now is where it sunk. But you know,
Except for the fact that it's just not in half.
Yeah.
Or in half. Even though, because before it even hit the bottom of the ocean, it was in half, but you know.
Yeah, so now, you know, we
You can see the part I'm struggling with where my toolbox keeps breaking and I can't get rid of it.
we now have the ship in Ford's basement, because that's where it just so happened to sink.
that makes no goddamn sense, but what?
That makes total sense.
You know what? So how long did this take for you to make?
The front of it took a couple hours, the center of it took a couple hours, and then the back of it will take a couple hours.
So overall, a couple hours, I'd imagine.
A couple more than a couple hours.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
Hold on,
No,
wait
you're
a
right.
second. Wait, do you have
Basic math, dur.
Do you have this entire boat cut up into sections and stuffed inside of a structure block?
Yes, I do.
Oh no. That insinuates
One
that
day.
there could
Toolbox.
be multiple.
So
That insinuates
one day-
that I will put this in the ocean. It will sail again.
Is that what
And
you're
then I have to
doing?
learn. And then I have to learn how to do glass. Learn how to do glass art, so I can make like waves coming off the front of, like the weight coming off the front of it and behind it.
So you're waiting for us to start the ocean, and the millisecond we start putting the water in, you're plopping this big fucker right into the. Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a while before the ocean gets started, so I'll just end up building another boat next to it.
There's no way you actually try and interiorize this damn thing. There's no way.
Yeah, I will. I don't know about the inside of it. But if you go into if you actually go to like the whole of the boat, like the inside of it, it's all sectioned out. Beneath every single cargo bin is sectioned out.
You know, I know you mentioned it earlier, but are we actually gonna build the Titanic at some point?
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, the Titanic's not really much bigger than this boat, so it's just taller.
And
what is the statistics for that? How long is this boat in real life?
I'm glad you asked, Ford, because guess what? It's time for a history lesson, my employees. On November 10th, 1975, 50 years ago from this very date, a cargo freighter by the name of Edmund Fitzgerald set sail on the Great Lakes, carrying 26,000 tons of taconite ore. Unbeknownst to the captain and the 29 crew members, however, the November winds, much like me, came early, causing the waves in the lake to be extremely rough and dangerous. The last words of the crew were, and I quote, "We are holding our own." But in all reality, they weren't holding on to shit, because that's when the bitch broke in half and sank after getting hit by a rogue wave. And then, yeah, at some point it ended up in Ford's basement. So yeah, I really can't explain that one to you. But I do have some fun facts about the Edmund Fitzgerald that you might want to hear. It was known as the largest ship on the Great Lakes when it launched in 1958. It was called the Pride of the American Flag. Oh, the homophobes ain't gonna like that one. It was, the entire ship was 729 feet long and weighed 13,632 tons, which, doing the math, would equate to about 82 to 109 million peaches, or 2.6% of one of the World Trade Centers. And if you were curious about a size comparison between the Fitzgerald and the Titanic, here you go. The Titanic was about 100 feet longer and was definitely a lot bigger than the Edmund Fitzgerald. Now, while the answer is uncertain, it is believed that the Edmund Fitzgerald sank in less than 1 minute. That's right, in less than 1 minute. This over 700-foot-long cargo ship was underneath the waves. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. And I think I've saved the best two for last. A very popular song was actually made about this tragedy, called The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. I would play it here, but it's copyrighted, so I want to make some money. But it's actually surprisingly a very good song, so I highly suggest you check it out after this video. And the last fact I have for you guys is, there's actually a beer about the Edmund Fitzgerald. And I gotta say, it has one of the most kick-ass designs I think I have ever seen on a product. Like, take a look at this, man. It looks so badass. Imagine throwing back a couple of these on the weekends with the boys. And then you remember that you're drinking the beer of a shipwreck. Kinda cool, right? Alright, enough with the history lesson. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Hey, did you see my dining room yet? I put a table in it. No. It's not centered, though. Yeah, Tyler, have you been to the room next to it? I'm gonna close the door for you. Wipe your feet before you go in.
Oh, I mean, there is a doormat here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there's going to be something on the other side of this door that pokes, pricks me, or shoots me?
Nope.
Well, you seem trustworthy. Huh. Wow. It's just... It's just a house interior.
An unfinished house. It's just an unfinished house.
That's literally all it is just a fucking house interior.
There's a living room, a kitchen, and I believe one bedroom. There's one kid. The kid's room is actually fucking adorable if you come upstairs.
You have kids?
No. But I built a kid's room. It's actually really cute in here.
Oh, is it built for Misk, my son?
It can be.
Fantastic.
There's two beds, it's a bunk bed.
I would trust you with my son, why not?
You trust me, right?
You tried to get him run over in the street.
That was an accident. But Masked, I opened the front door. He didn't go outside. He didn't get hit by a car, so you can't pin the
Yeah,
blame
because
on
he's not
me.
a fucking idiot.
And then this will be Walmart.
Wait a second. So, are you designing this entire place like the interior of a Walmart, or are you just plopping a Walmart in here?
No, so you're gonna come through this door, and this will just be like the greeter will be standing like right here.
Fuck.
What did you try to do?
I tried to put time set day because the sun was in my eyes.
Time set day, and you spelled out your entire goddamn government name. Okay.
I put... apparently I put /me.
So Tyler, how do you like my vertical slabs?
You know, man, I gotta say, they kind of limit creativity.
Yeah, I know, I'm being so non-creative with this couch.
Like, just take a look at it. It's so not creative. I can
Not creative at all.
I could honestly see why Mojang will never actually add vertical slabs to the game, because this is the most uncreative bullshit I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
I didn't realize how tall this room was.
I think that's only because you're really short.
Man, dude, it's gonna be 4 degrees in Renin and rainy. Really cold. What the fuck does that say? Renin?
Renin.
C-L-U-A-R? Is that a U? What is that? Is that U? Clar?
Oh, look at that. It says drone strikes for the Middle East. I told you we shouldn't have voted for Obama again.
Yeah, but Obama wasn't that bad. What do you mean?
No, we're not doing this. You're about to make me begin my rant again.
The only reason why he hates Obama so much is even
his
because of, like,
broad
bombing.
of a wife.
It's his wife.
I hate his wife. I hate his goddamn wife.
School lunches sucked.
Yeah, she ruined my school lunch. I swear to God.
And that's his whole reason.
Being a kid during the Obama administration was being like a prison, like a prisoner.
Are you comparing Alcatraz containees to you eating school lunch?
Well, you know,
Yes.
actually, you can't say that, because, fun fact, the people in Alcatraz actually ate really well, and they actually were given unlimited food portion.
Why do you know this?
I'm more concerned on why Ford has a Scooby-Doo hallway in his basement. Alright, my employees, let's go ahead and have a chat about the future of Slam City, what we are currently working on, and what we have coming down the pipeline. As of currently right now, Ford and I actually talked about remodeling the top part of the park, you know, since the pickaxe is kind of, yeah. We don't know exactly what we're gonna do yet, but we might change up the cherry blossoms, sadly. But Ford already told me he's structure blocking this entire thing, and he's gonna make it to where we can copy and paste them whenever we, you know, want to change in the park design. And then, of course, there's the matter of this fucking thing. Yeah, I really don't know what we're doing with this yet. There's gotta be, like, some kind of safety hazard with this thing, right? All I know for sure is if that goddamn clown came out of this thing... I don't know what else might come out of this thing. So we're probably just gonna have to, monitor the situation and see what happens over the coming weeks, months, and year or so, because we've tried closing it up, but, yeah, we tried stuffing Donovan in it. Yeah, he was a little too fat for that. Over here, Ford was testing out a few things with custom terrain, and then over here, well, you'll just have to wait for a future video to see what we did over here. Luke has been on intermittently throughout the past couple months, so he hasn't done a lot of progress on his theater. Mainly, the only thing that really needs to be done with it is the back and the roof. But he's been very busy as of late, and he told me that he can't think of any good idea for the roof. I know he said he wants to do a dome, but I don't really see how that's gonna work. Any day now. Hello? There we go. There's the $8 a month that I pay for you. God, I fucking hate Realms. Yeah, Bedrock has been extremely unstable as of recent. I don't know what they did, but Bedrock on PC has been absolutely butchered. What? Why is there an... There's a floating excavator above Ford's sawmill. You know what? Considering all the things that we've seen this episode, I feel like this is the least weird thing. Hello? Oh my god! We also have really big plans for Salem over here. Things that we have actually already begun working on way out there. Let's just say that this town that we have had here for the past 5 years now will not be the only town in the Salem biome for much longer. While I still love this town and it will always hold a very special place in my heart, and I have always loved the idea that I came up with of putting down bland, boring building templates and allowing players to buy them and customize them to their heart's content, what's coming next for Salem is going to be a lot more, I guess, organized and have an actual theme to it. Or I guess the proper term is build style, and it won't look like this, I can assure you of that. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why we are expanding Salem again. Don't you already have a lot of stuff here? I mean, it's probably the most dense part of the entire world. Well, I'm glad you asked, because it's actually for a very valid reason. And that has to do with the bridge. For the entirety of this year, we have been coming over here whenever we were bored and began chipping away using TNT, exploding giant, huge craters, because this, ladies and gentlemen, will be where the ocean is going. Because in 2026, we might actually be heading over to the other side of the Sky Arrow Bridge. At least that's our plan for 2026. I mean, with GTA 6 coming out next year, I can't guarantee much work will be done, but that is the plan for 2026, and we are going to finally see if we have the balls to pull off that gigantic city that's kind of been sitting all the way over there in the spruce area that Ford's just builds at sometimes. Speaking of, Ford told me he's actually working on another thing in that city area. Yeah, I know. After I told him to knock it the fuck off because I told him we're gonna be moving everything at some point, Ford being Ford disobeyed what I told him, and he said he's working on something bigger than Sunset Stadium. He's been working on it for the past few weeks, and he told me to stay away from that area until he wanted me there. So in the coming episodes, I think you guys are gonna see what Ford is building, because if he's saying this is bigger than a stadium, I'm afraid to know what it is. The ocean will be all the way over here, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be massive because, you know, it's the ocean. It's going to stretch along Salem here, and there's going to be a coastline for Salem. Not a beach, more of like a rocky coastline side. I think would look very nice for Salem. Over here we have Flashback Park, and you might notice a new road that's been made coming down from Flashback Park and leading this way. Now, I'm not going to give away too much of what we've been working on in this episode, but I'll give you guys a glimpse. Any day now? Come on. Oh. Yeah. Let's just say there is going to be a new, probably best section of Slam City. And it's gonna happen right here in Salem, my favorite part of the whole world. Whatever is behind me was just one night's worth of work, about 7 hours of Ford and I staying up constantly, listening to Kelpie G, just like the good old days, just like what we used to do when we were kids. And I'll be showing you guys this in the next episode. Oh boy, I can't wait to show this off. It looks so cool. The reason why we are expanding Salem is because of the ocean. I wanted to have the definitive areas of Salem finished, or at the very least mapped out, before we put the ocean down. Because once we put the ocean down, there's no going back, sadly. So we're building the ocean and what we're doing for the Salem expansion at the same time, so we can plan things a bit better. And the other reason is because of this. If we plan to build alongside the ocean, we're gonna need to also plan what's going over here. Now, for those of you who are like me and short of memory, this is where Fort Paradox is, the military base that we built 4 years ago, I want to say. Actually, it could be 5. I have no idea. The time's flying by so fast. This entire section, this entire side of the highway will be the spruce area. And as you could probably guess, Salem is much further in development than the spruce area. So I told Ford that our plan is to bring all of the spruce trees down all the way to the bridge, just like we did with the autumn trees for Salem. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, seeing all of this empty and super flat except for, like, the fort and everything else Ford has back there, it's really pissing me off. So throughout early next year in 2026, our plan is to focus mainly on the spruce area here. But for the rest of November and for the rest of fall, we are getting a head start on that Salem expansion, which I forgot to mention is mainly for fall of next year, so we're getting started a whole year early, but it's still fall, and to be honest, I want to focus more on fall builds because it's my favorite time of year. There's a few other various builds that we are currently working on with Slam City that we will share with you guys when we feel ready, but for now, this is all we have, and all of us are playing on the world almost every day, if not every other day, so things are always going on, including probably a lot of things that I don't even know about. But regardless, if you enjoyed today's Slam City episode, again, make sure to like the video to support the channel and to let me know that you guys want more Slam City. Share this series with a friend today to help grow our community. And of course, subscribe to become an employee today if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Slam City, and as always, my employees, stay classy.
And don't forget to buy your Mr. Wang plushie, link in description.